Hey y'all, welcome to Sweet Tea and Butterflies. Today we are getting crafty on the last Easter craft, and I know today is the day I'm filming or voiceovering is Easter, but I just had to get this one last one in. I didn't get a whole lot of Easter crafts in, at least not videos and stuff like that, so I just wanted to get this one last one in. So stay tuned and see what I do with these. Now mind you, the little white bunny butts actually ended up not getting used in this. I will save those for next year. But we've got here where I'm taking and adding 2 beads, and I tried to add the bunny, just, you know, string it on there, but the needle with the twine didn't want to go through it. I didn't want to tear it up, so I had to kind of reconsider the way I was going to implement this, and it's fine because it worked out. So I guess you can probably tell by now what I'm doing. I'm making a Easter garland. Up until this point, for the most part, I had been making like the shorter garlands with like the tassel on one end and some kind of icon or something on the other end that are good for tiered trays. But this particular one is good for like a mantle or whatever to string across, or up, you know, in a window, or whatever suits your fancy for it. But I took and I went ahead and just stringed on as many beads as I thought would work. And then I took, did I get the ribbon yet? No, I'm still stringing beads. Go figure. I thought I cut more of this out than I did. But I took from that, it was a Christmas garland. I took just the white beads off of it, and I put the red ones, I think I put the red ones back on it after I got done pulling the white ones off. This would be a good time to remind you, if you like the content that we put out, please, we would love it if you would like, subscribe, comment, and share. For all of you that subscribe to our channel, thank you so much for your support. We absolutely appreciate every bit of support that you give us. And for those of you that are new, we hope that you will subscribe and become part of our little YouTube family. So here I am cutting the ribbons. I used 3 different patterned ribbon to put on there. So I cut a few of each of them to start out with. I ended up going back and having to cut more, but I was working on the concept at this particular point. Didn't know exactly how many I was going to need, so I kind of, oftentimes when I'm crafting, I'll have the idea and then I just have to work on implementation. So as you can see, I've got the beads all on there, and then I put 1 bunny on there, and then decided, okay, I need to figure out where I'm going to put these ribbons so that as I'm putting, you know, each bunny on and all of that, I can figure out where I'm putting the ribbons and all that. So what I did was I took the 3 different pattern ribbons, cut them to a certain length, and tied them onto the garland. The first run of it, let me see it. Yeah, the first one that I put on, I took and individually put these on here, and then I found on the next one that it worked better if I layered all 3 of them together and tied them on at one time. So I did end up going back to this one and taking it off and layering, you know, all 3 of them together and putting them on together. Pardon me, the allergies. The blooming trees are beautiful, but oh my gosh, yeah, the allergies. Anyway, you'll see what I mean when I get to the next one on the other side of the bunny, as far as layering the 3 ribbons together and putting them on together instead of individual. So I've kind of had an interesting 24 hours. A friend of my son's, him and his wife are moving in with his father-in-law to help take care of him so that he doesn't have to go in a nursing home. And I guess his wife, her family took her after he started having some health issues. Evidently she may have dementia or Alzheimer's or something, and her family took her, you know. Well, she had a she shed, and I'm talking all kinds of craft supplies that they just wanted to get rid of. They didn't want to deal with trying to sell them or whatever. They just need them out of their way. So my son was helping him move, and he was like, "Hey, Mom, do you want some free craft supplies?" I was like, "Oh, okay," you know, I didn't know what to expect. I get over there and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I've got enough baskets and all kinds of goodies to last for years. Not that I didn't already have an impressive craft stash that I think my husband would actually call my craft hoard, not my craft stash. But I have been working on trying to implement some ideas and get them and start using some of it. But I still have one more trip over there, you know, to make over there, because I can only get so much in my vehicle. I've made 2 trips over there so far. I've got at least one more trip worth to go. But while over there, there were about 3 kitty cats that his dad and stepmother, or, you know, that Joy's dad and stepmother, I guess were feeding and, you know, had taken care of. I think they belonged to them, but they were outside cats. Well, Ethan asked me, you know, he was like, because my husband went over there with me and the cat just was all over my husband, and we recently had to put down one of our, you know, our cat that we had. So we now have a new cat. This kitty cat is not overly used to dogs, so I've had to stop my voiceover a couple of times because the dog gets too close, the cat gets hissy and growly. You know, if you've had dogs and cats together, you know the story, you know the routine. So I've had an interesting 24 hours, but she's starting to fit in really well. She's very, very lovey, very cuddly. If I'm sitting down, she's on my lap, or if my husband's sitting down, she's on his lap. So there's that. Now, as you can see here on the on this garland, you can see what I mean by I stacked all 3 ribbons together and tied them on. I think that yielded a better output. It looked better than the individual on there. And as you can see, I'm staggering between purple and pink gingham bunnies on here. So I hope you enjoyed today's craft. We would love it if you like, subscribe, comment, and share, and thanks for joining us today.